Hey MartialPreneurs, just doing this quick video to show you some of my favourite ways to get websites created. Some of you might have websites already, but they might not be performing that well, or you created it a long time ago and feel it needs a bit of updating or revamping. So I just wanted to show you some of the tools I've used in the past and still use now. And these ones are sort of for beginners, really. They're easy to use, but it's not to say that they're not as powerful as a more advanced tool. They're just a lot easier to use. So I'll just quickly show you what sites I like to use. My favourite, I'll start with my favourite, which is a site called Wix. Now this is a brilliant free service. You can build your own websites with Wix. You do have to pay for it a little bit further down the line if you want to remove ads. It's free, but it will have little advertising ads and it won't let you have your own URL. But if you pay like about $5 I think a month, then it gives you the ability to get rid of the adverts and also set up your own URL and loads of other cool stuff. Fantastic site. You really can make some good looking sites on here. And just to show you how good looking, I'll show you a friend of mine, Sophia Chan. She's a model, and just in one night she threw this site up. I told her the day before, and that night she went to work, and in the morning she had this site ready. And you know, I know what you're thinking. It's easy for Sophia to make a nice looking website. She's very good looking, obviously because she's a model and dancer. But it's great, you know. This is just a template that she's customised with Wix. You just sort of drag and drop things into place. You don't need to be able to code or any of that kind of rubbish. You can do it all yourself, so you don't have to pay a designer or anything like that. So yeah, that's really good work Sophia done, and she built all this herself. And yeah, it's very, very good. Looks great. So also another friend of mine I recommended Wix to, Alan. He's done a similar thing to Sophia. Alan Platt, he's a wedding photographer and photographer extraordinaire. Not quite as good looking as Sophia. Sorry Alan, but you're not. And, but he's done a similar, he's adapted a similar template. And you can even see Sophia in some of his pictures there actually. And but it still looks really good, really nice site. And again, you know, it's all free to use, Wix. So check it out. That's www.wix.com. Go and check that out. Another one I've used is Google Sites. Really simple, easy to put together a website. I won't bore you to death with that. It's quite basic because there's a limited amount of templates and things to use there. You can't make it look as great as, say, for instance, a Wix website. But using a Google site, remember, most people, 99% of searches will be through Google. So if you've got a Google Wix site, a Google site, not Wix site, a Google site, and you put that up, I know for a fact that Google favour those sites, and a few experiments I've done with putting up websites, they rank a lot faster. So search engines, or Google as the search engine, finds your site a lot quicker than other sites and promotes it a lot more with a lot less effort. So yeah, it's sort of like getting into bed with Google, you know. And also it makes sense to then link it up with their other services. So you can really create a good strong presence quickly with using a Google site and using all of their products to link to it. So it's a really, really good one to use, especially if you want to sort of dominate a local search. Maybe you've got a lot of competition in your area and they're not using a Google site. It may give you the edge. I'm not saying it will, but it's more than likely to. And also they're now doing Google sites for your mobile as well, which is something we all need to be aware of. You know, lots more people are searching on their mobile phones, so looking for clubs, classes, things to do. So it's very important. Go and check that out. And again, it's all free. And finally, I've got Tumblr, good old Tumblr. It's a blogging platform, but I was going to mention WordPress, but WordPress is a bit more advanced. So check out Tumblr and get stuck in. I use Tumblr for loads of projects, loads of websites before. Love it to bits. It's real easy, drag and drop kind of thing. You can share photos, texts, all sorts of stuff. video, and it's a great way of keeping your students up to date with what you're doing. And they've got loads of free templates that are very easily customized, and also paid for templates as well, so again free. So there's some things to get you started. If you haven't got a website or looking to revamp your current one, go and check those out. Hope they help you out. Cheers guys.